Warning: viewer discretion is advised when watching these videos. A lot of the content may not be suitable for young children. I advise coming here on the channel with logic and sound reasoning in order to be able to retain most of the information that comes off of these videos. Thank you for your time. Now let's begin.
You can't stop fucking with my ass! Stop fucking with my ass!
Hey, what's up, guys? On to the next video, right? This is the second video for tonight. Hope you guys are doing all right. We're back at Sirius in the Temple Spiritual Network. We're back at it again with your boy Sirius with another video. How you guys doing tonight? Hopefully you guys are doing all right. If you didn't catch the first video, maybe you will after this one. If you end up running into this one before the other one, you never know, right? All right. What are we talking about tonight? All right. So we're talking about inner Earth civilizations. We're talking about different species that come from inner Earth. Approximately, you have 24 different alien types in inner Earth, and they're called inner beings or inner terrestrials because extra is outside of Terra, outside of Earth. Extra Terra, which is extra outside of Earth. Inner terrestrials are in inner Earth, and we have 24 different alien types to talk about. And a lot of these are in hiding due to certain circumstances, and you have some that are more seen than others. We even have we even have a reptilian tribe in inner Earth. We have different types of beings in inner Earth. Some, are benevolent. Some are malevolent, and it's depending on different species. We're going to be talking about grafting as well. We're going to be talking about the Rainbow City in inner Earth. You even have a place called Shambhala in inner Earth as well. We're going to talk about what's really going on in Antarctica as well, what happened there 500 years ago, and what's really going on, and what's going on today in relation to all this. The Rainbow City is one of the most illustrious places in inner Earth. It's so beautiful. If you ever went there, you might actually cry looking at it. It's so beautiful. It looks like a heaven world. I swear. I mean, just look at the photo of what it looks like there. It almost looks like almost a replica of Atlantis. Did you know that a lot of your Atlanteans built a lot of the founding structures that are in inner Earth? That's why it looks like that. Yeah, in case you didn't know. So, your Atlanteans are your so-called, quote unquote, they call themselves black today, or African American people. A lot of them built those structures that are in there. They helped out the inner Earth beings as well, because the inner Earth beings, most of the inner Earth beings, are friends and neighbors to the carbon dated people on this planet. There's a lot of things people don't know. You see these gray aliens with the spaceships moving down on the bottom right corner of the screen? Well, yeah, that's like a portal gateway into inner Earth. And see, the thing is, our government, these sick, twisted bastards, these elite, they want to get into inner Earth. So what they're doing is a lot of fracking. Yes, I said fracking. They're using machines and trying to drill into the ice and into the ground and trying to find a way to get into inner Earth. And they want to find a way to get inside because we have stasis pods that are in there that are connected to our original soul Etherian forms. And they want to destroy those machines to try to kill us and put us back in the back burner and stuff like that. And they want to get into inner Earth, but to be in the inner Earth, you need to be at 13 vibrations. You need to be humming like the planet. You need to be one with the planet. That is not something that a parasite like you bastards can do. That's not something you guys can do. You are parasites. You don't even come from this planet. How are you going to vibrate along with the planet? That's impossible. It's not your business to be trying to go into inner Earth and trying to get into Agharta and all these other places and Shambhala and all this other stuff. That's not your place, but y'all want to get into the hollow part of Earth so that way you can terrorize the inner Earth beings that are going to be coming out of different portal gateways on the planet very soon. A lot of these beings are going to be coming out by the end of this year. They're going to be trying to come out of those portals, and they're going to be coming out to join in the war. See, these elite, what they want to do is like, okay, for example, let me introduce you to some of these beings. First, you have the Dunakul tribe. The Dunakiel tribe, they look like black people. They have 9 ether woolly hair on their heads. They're dark skinned. They wear white robes and shrouds, and they're very peaceful, high loving spiritual beings. They're very psychic and they're extremely intelligent. Notice that their brains and their cranial capacity is much larger than the average human being. That's because their brains are a lot larger and they're extremely psychic and extremely intelligent. And they are part of the carbon dated bloodline. They are part of the carbon dated family. In many ways, they are also a cousin to the Anunnaki. Yeah, that's why they look like us. And many of them look like us is because we're far distance cousins from them. Yeah, because they're carbon dated as well. And then you have um, to the far right, you have these little short ones that are called the Dinwanis. The Dinwanis are small, really hairy, short, stubby beings with you see the outer part of their eyes like black. It's real dark, and their actual eyes like a grayish color, very dark grayish color. Their skin, is in between like orange, pink, pale, butterscotch, and even some of them are kind of like dark skinned. They're real short, and they wear medallions, and they want to be in control, but they'll never be in control. They're just not powerful enough to be in control. It is what it is. You know, they're also responsible for some of your you like to call them little people. They like to be called little people. Your midgets, your dwarfs and stuff like that. You had some people that were down here that tried to mix in with them, and the genetic code gave them the short, stubby body structure that they have. You had some people that did that. Like your orcs and stuff like that, or like you know for whatever reason, I don't know, or they probably put the genetic in a machine and tried to find a way to mix in the genetics to see if there's any way to upgrade their body types. But they failed at that. They definitely failed at that. Then you have the ones underneath them that are called the Deros. They look like they're very obese. They're overweight. They have a nose that is shaped like the trunk of an elephant, and they are very evil. They are they behave a lot like your orcs down here. They have zero respect. They're always trying to start problems. They're always trying to try somebody, and it is the job of the Taros, the ones with the cone shaped heads, the ones in the white shrouds. You see some are darker, some are lighter, some are like orange. They have cone shaped heads. Um, uh, like the one that you see here on the screen. You know, it is their job. The Taros are the ones that are underneath the Shiuk or the Dinakul, which are the ones that look like so-called black people. The ones that are underneath them, directly underneath them, those are called Taros. It is the Taros' job to monitor and police and check the Deros, because the Deros, and the reason why they're in charge of them is not because you see the Deros, the obese ones, the really heavy, pale, obese ones were actually grafted out of the genetic of the Taros. So they're actually a weaker, lower form of Taros. A much weaker, albinoid, lower, obese, overweight, evil, deformed version of the Taros, if you believe it or not. It's crazy, right? I know. And also, of course, you have your mermaids in Earth as well. Like you see the show called Siren, which I think they kind of over exaggerated with the show, because there's a lot of things in the show that was correct. There was a lot of things that was not right also. But kind of they kind of went too far. And you can find these beings in places like your Rainbow City, your Agharta, and your Shambhala, and stuff like this. You have many other types of beings down there. Some people believe werewolves exist down there. A lot of people say that you have beings like trees walking around down there. Some people even believe that there are, you know, other beings from other places that have come down and visited in the inner earth, and they've made trade deals and stuff like that amongst each other. Yeah, yeah, there's a lot of trade, interstellar trade deals that go on within inner earth and outer earth beings. They be doing trade deals, they be trading uh all kinds of technologies, potions, food, all kinds of stuff, because you have a lot of beings that are very much interested in this planet that the Anunnaki or Anunnaki own. Yes, the Anunnaki own this planet. But the thing is, there's so many beings that are interested in this planet, and they want some of the resources from this planet. So the inner Earth beings do a lot of trade deals and stuff like that. With beings that they consider to be allies or friends of theirs. They won't usually do trade with beings that are malevolent, with beings that are looking to do wrong. They will more than likely shun them and tell them, no, we can't make deals with you. Now, if the deal is very beneficial to both parties, even though the beings may be evil, they'll still do the trade, but the trade will be as far as it goes. After the trade is done, they must lose all form of contact with one another, because it will be seen as treason in many groups if they catch you dealing with an outer being who's considered an archon or something like that. You get what I'm saying? So, see, check me out. So, see, like a lot of your gray aliens, they make a lot of deals with a lot of your tarots and stuff like that. And usually the deals go well, and sometimes the deals can go south because gray aliens can tend to be very aggressive at times. Sometimes the deals, they don't fully plan through. Sometimes they got to get somebody to talk to both parties to try to see how they can make the deal. And see, your mermaids, see, a lot of these guys that be, like your fishermen, a lot of your fishermen that are catching fish, and they say they've seen all kinds of crazy things being out at sea. And they say they've seen, creatures that are like half human and half fish, and they've seen these beings in many different locations on the planet, and they've tried to report this, and people took it as a joke. Then you see shows like Siren being created, and they're trying to explain how these beings function. A lot of your mermaids are evil, guys. People don't even realize this. They think that mermaids are just beautiful, and that mermaids are just innocent, loving creatures. A lot of them can be very loving. They're not all bad. Believe it or not, they're not all bad. But you have a lot of mermaids that do have evil intentions. Okay? And the reason why is because mermaids at one point, you know, were actually very friendly, you know, with the Anunnaki people that were in control about over 500 years ago. You had your Anunnaki or Anunnaki people, your carbon dated people that got along with your mermaids and stuff like this. But ever since these humans invaded, they've been poisoning and polluting the water, killing up and eating the fish, you know, you know, destroying the ecosystem, destroying nature and all this other stuff, and all that. These mermaid aquatic beings, they witnessed and seen all this. They've seen all the trash in their water, all the plastics and stuff like this, and this really pissed them off greatly. The mermaids, they hate orcs. They hate humans. They don't want anything to do with humans because they've seen how humans are. This is why anytime you've even seen videos of humans catching mermaids in the middle of nowhere, seen them resting on a rock or something like that. As soon as the mermaid gets caught, what does the mermaid do? It jumps into the water and tries to disappear. They want nothing to do with humans, because the thing is, the humans, because they know what the humans would do. If the humans ever discovered, like I was saying, sorry, had a little interruption there. If the humans ever discovered that the mermaids actually existed, they would keep hunting them and hunting them down until eventually they try to make some kind of deal with the mermaids. And what they would do exactly what they did with the carbon dated people on this planet. They would make treaties or deals with them, and then they would break the treaties. Try to find out during the treaty being made. They would try to find out where they live, how they coexist, what do they do, how they live, all their traditions, and what they do. And they will try to go into their world and try to destroy their world. Okay, this is what they'll try to do. How do we know this? They tried to tell you in that movie called Avatar, with those knobby, blue skin looking individuals. Okay, that movie called Avatar, where you had these blue skinned tall beings with braids in their hair that look kind of like cats or something, like felines, fighting with these humans, and these humans are trying to attack them for no reason, to destroy their world and try to take their resources and kill them off and all this. This is casual standard practice for orcs. This is what orcs do. This is how orcs behave. They don't have no respect. Okay? All right? This is what orcs do. That's why they made that movie so damn well. Because they were showing you what they always do. They come into your home. They try to act like they're your friend. They betray you. But before they betray you, they try to find out everything about you. They try to find your weak point. Then they stab you in the back and then kill you off. Because this is all they know how to do out here. This is why what's going to happen very soon is going to happen. And you won't have fucking blood in no fucking water. Excuse my language. Okay? This is why your mermaids, okay, your aquatic creatures that are very intelligent beings, they want nothing to do with the humans. Okay? You've had some that have tried to give certain humans a chance and stuff like this. And in most cases, the human is never seen again, or they kill the human because they don't even trust them. It all depends on the individual mermaid. Now, the mermaids are very much in contact with your Taros, your Dinakiel tribe, which are your Shiuk people, and your many others that are in Inner Earth. Now, concerning all this, you see, even your Taros are psychic. Some of your Taros have wings, apparently. They have wings that they can connect to themselves and they can fly. Your Taros are also psychic as well, and they're warriors. Your Taros, the cone-headed beings that you see here, they're very psychic, and they have psychic prowess. They can fight. They're warrior types. The Shiuk, they're powerful, but they're very peaceful. They don't usually fight. But the Taros, you know, they're warrior types. They're always caught fighting, and they will show up when it's time for them to come back out. And the government, what they want to do is that they want to implement all these plans, have a cashless society, and they want to make sure that everything goes their way, because what they want is that they want to stop the awakening, and they want to enslave all the beings that are in inner earth. That's what they want to do, and this is why they have all these machines out here. We're going to talk about these machines, all these machines, these battle robots, and all these kind of machines that they have to have AI technology installed in them so they can think for themselves. They're very intelligent robots. They already have this AI technology, guys. They already have it. They want to implement it, and they want to turn these machines on so they can start terrorizing people. They want to enslave the world. They want to terrorize all living life forms of nature on this planet. Okay? All right. And they're very desperate to get into inner earth, because they know that they wanna get into inner earth to try to stop the mass awakening, and they want to destroy, our bodies that are in stasis pods somewhere deep in inner earth that nobody knows where it's at. And they want to do all kind of stuff because they feel like everything belongs to them, when they know damn well nothing here belongs to them. But that's not going to stop them. They're going to continue acting up because they don't have no damn common sense. They're messing with superior life forms, and they're going to pay for it. That's why they're very scared. They're seeing the sun out here. They're seeing what's going on. And they know that time is almost about up for them. You have these beings that were in Antarctica, I believe. and I believe they came from outside of Tiamat. They came outside, and then they invaded with the orcs, and they call themselves the Annshas. The Annshas are in control. They're in control of various territories in Inner Earth, and they killed off the mass majority of the carbon dated people that lived in Antarctica and certain places in Antarctica. You had many tribes that were in Antarctica of carbon dated people who lived there. In Antarctica, in that area, there was no ice there. Okay, all right. They killed them off, and then and while the pole shift was happening, then you had your ice. Your whole situation with the ice, with the water getting all frozen, and then ice came about. But before they came over there and killed up all the native people of Antarctica and all those other places around there. And your Anshaw are from what I know, they're still in inner Earth. Most of the inner Earth beings don't deal with them, but the Anshaw are a group of extraterrestrial beings that are now inner terrestrial beings. They are inner terrestrial beings because they came from outside of Earth to go inside of Earth to terrorize and kill off and genocide a tribe of people in Antarctica. And then after they did that, they went into the so-called they went into the north your so-called quote unquote North Pole or whatever, and they went to a certain sector in inner Earth, and yeah, either that or it was that they went through the South Pole. It was either or. They went through because people don't realize it. The map is in reverse. People, the map is in reverse. If they went through Antarctica, that was through the North Pole. If they went through the South Pole, that's on the bottom on the bottom the bottom half of the planet. And either or, whichever way they decided to go, which was either the true North Pole or the true South Pole. Whichever way they went, they killed off an indigenous group of people on the planet. And after they killed them off, then they went into inner Earth. And now they're there till this very day, plotting and planning to try to kill off the carbon dated people on the surface once again. Yeah, this is what's going on. The Anshaw are no joke. They're really about killing our people. And the inner Earth beings eventually, more than likely, are going to end up fighting with them also, because this nonsense has to stop. You have a lot of your mermaids that have inner worldly aquatic civilizations in inner Earth, deep like dimensions and hundreds of dimensions inside where nobody could get to. If you try to get in there, you could have a submarine, and the submarine wouldn't even be able to get in there. Like these beings know exactly what they're doing. They know how to open up these dimensions and how to close them. They know what they're doing. They're very intelligent beings. They've been around pretty much since this planet was created. And they're not going to just let anybody into their world. For you to even be able to go into their world, for the most part, you have to be vibrating like that. This Anshaw, this gang of extraterrestrials, when they killed off these so-called black people, these carbon dated people that was in that area of the planet, whether it's the North or South Pole, they stole certain types of information from them for them to be able to get into inner Earth. But only they were able to, due to the fact that it seems to me, because for them to be able to get into inner Earth and be able to stay there, there is a very good chance that the Anshaw was always in inner Earth. Because I don't see how they would be able to come from outside be able to stay inside for extremely long periods of time. So they had to have already came from inner Earth. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. You know. Now, the inner Earth beings, a lot of people have reported seeing them. A lot of people that have their pineal gland active or their third eye active, they said they've seen these beings walking amongst us. And usually they stay in inner Earth, but sometimes they come out. And you know, right now, they have all kind of technologies in their worlds that if we saw this technology, it would scare the shit out of us because a lot of the technology that they have looks like something out of like War of the Worlds or Star Wars or some shit. Like it looks like something out of a science fiction movie. And a lot of these technologies are very powerful and very priceless. A lot of this technology is atmospheric. Like it deals with the atmosphere, it cleans the water, it makes the air breathable and stuff like this. They even have an inner sun inside their world where they can actually they even have an inner sky inside their world. Yeah. Some people even say that the demiurge is locked in somewhere in another dimension in inner Earth, somewhere deep, deep within inner Earth that none of these beings go to. And it is believed that the Annshas are in connections with the demiurge in that particular plane of existence, and the demiurge is giving them orders to do all the stuff that they're doing. How crazy is that, huh? Yeah, I know. And now, right now, and like in places like Antarctica, you have these spaceships and UFOs circling around the area, and that is our people circling around in that area. And they're preparing for a galactic war. A lot of the elites have seen the spaceships flying around, and it has very much scared them to the point that they don't even want to be in that area anymore. Most of them have already given up on fracking because and a lot of times, see, a lot of these individuals who are doing all the fracking, a lot of them have given up, and they're like, yo, like, no matter how deep we go, we just can't seem to get in, man. I give up. I give up. This doesn't make any sense. You know what the individual who's in charge of the group does? Once they hear that this person wants to give up on trying to dig into the inner Earth to try to get in, they get killed right there on the spot, and then they get their body thrown into the ocean, never to be seen again. They become fish food. So, like, they have this mentality to where, even if it's impossible, they're still gonna try, and they're gonna put all their efforts into an impossible task, which is completely stupid and idiotic. But this is the kind of beings that we're dealing with. Orcs. This is all they know how to do. They're insane. Well, most of them are insane, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, you know. I mean, to some extent, when you see what's going on out here, I mean, you have to really question all this. I mean, what's going on out here in this world? This is what's going on. They don't want to let you know that you have other beings that's out here that very much want to either befriend you or harm you. They don't want to let you know. They don't want to let you know for what? It doesn't benefit them. And very soon the truth is going to come out because when the war starts, the war will not be televised and this information will not be televised because they don't want to tell anyone the truth. This is why you got to take in all these movies for face value once you've seen it because the truth is right there in your face. You understand? I need you guys to understand that this is what's really going on. You even have your 24 wise elders, your archangels, coming from in and out of inner Earth, and they're patrolling around that sector, making sure that everything is fine. And a lot of them, at night when somebody's being attacked by an archon or something like that, they come in and slay the demon or the threat or the shadow entity or the archon. They destroy him because he's messing with people that's asleep or whatever. They like to drain life force energy from people because this is what they do. You have other beings as well. You have other beings as well. You know, um, is I wish I could show you the photos, but some of these photos are really hard to find. Of some of these inner Earth beings. Some photos are harder to find than others. I wish I could show you all of them, but the screen is just not big enough. Um, but this is some information on inner Earth, man. I hope you guys like the video. Yeah. You guys can ask questions. Comment. Let me know what's going on. Hit me up in the emails. Let me know what's going on with y'all. You know, you even have like if you look down below, like you even have technology that's like this, where you have certain beings that's in control in inner Earth, and they're in these space stations that are like floating in midair in inner Earth, and this is where a lot of the agreements are made amongst interterrestrial beings, and they have so-called quote unquote Vimana technology. This is why their world is so lustful and beautiful. This is why their world is like a heaven inside inner Earth, and this is why they lie to you with these orcs. They try to tell you inner Earth is like hell and stuff like this, and you won't burn with the devil and Satan and all this other stuff. When that's not even the truth. Yes, you have scary places in inner Earth, but that's like very rare. Most of inner Earth is beautiful. It looks like a lot of the stuff that you're gonna see in a video game is inside inner Earth. There's certain things that can be very dangerous in inner Earth, like you got to be careful. You don't even know where you're going. You might need a guide to guide you inside of there. And they speak different languages. Of course, they speak the English language. Not that they want to. A lot of these beings talk through the mind, through telepathy. But if they have to speak to you through, verbally through the mouth, they will do that. You know. And see, the Rainbow City, the main thing about the Rainbow City that catches everyone's attention is not only the beautiful design of the Rainbow City, but it's the way. See, the technologies that they have down there are ancient Lemurian technologies and ancient Atlantean technology that can't be found nowhere else. They have very rare technology down there in inner Earth, and these elites want to get their hands on it. Okay, they want to get their hands on the inner Earth technology because the inner Earth technology can do certain things that the technology that's on top of this planet's surface cannot do. Okay, okay. I mean, inner Earth beings are not, they're so far ahead and so much far more advanced than these orcs. And these orcs are very jealous and angry, and they see that these beings have this advanced technology that they cannot understand. I mean, hell, people be like, "Oh, so then how did they get here? They got here on UFOs, right?" Yeah, but that's stolen. They stole that from the carbonated people on planet Egypt, and then came here through Stargate portals. They couldn't travel through the boundless cosmos just like that because the cosmic dark energy would start to kill them. So they travel through dark matter portals and shit like that. Well, Stargate portals, sorry, to try to get here. See? And they want this technology because they know that this technology is superior to anything that they got. Far, far more superior. They can't even understand this technology. Okay? And they wanna take over their world in inner Earth. They want to take over their world. They want to take over, and they want to make the inner Earth beings their slaves. Which is not going to work for them. They stupid if this is what they want to do. Okay, but hey, this is your orcs, man. They don't know their place. They don't understand nothing. They're artificial idiots. Like I say, they don't know no better. So they gotta get what's coming to them, and it is what it is. So yeah, this is some information on inner Earth. I hope you guys like the video. Just let me know what's going on with you guys. It's your boy, Serious Inner Temple, and I am now signing off. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I'm out on this one. Okay. Give me your feedback. Tell me if this was a good video. All right. I'm out. It's your boy, Serious out.